Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised at how much I heard that was a lot like stuff you can do in Audacity. Here's what we got here. I've got this is a dark theme, by the way. It's a custom one. It's not the come with that one that comes with Audacity, but okay. I feel like you're smirking maybe at some of these lighter substance. I know it's not the prettiest. Look, listen, Audacity. You're gonna find out it's not the prettiest software, but it's economical and it gets you where you need to go. Okay, it's like a pickup truck, right? Um, you know, it's not. It gets the job done. That's what you need to know. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import. I've already got everything over here. I'm just going to import all the audio that I need to use um, throughout. I don't want that right now, and I don't want this. Okay. So that takes a hot second. But yeah, real quick while this is coming in. See that looks a lot cleaner now that there's audio on it, right? It looks nicer. Yeah, this is actually gonna take a hot second. But I just wanted to show you maybe how to do that. Although I guess it's not a very complicated thing. All right, and then the rest of these are gonna be a lot quicker because yeah. Okay. And right now we're just gonna mute all of these, not that one. We're gonna mute the additional stuff because we don't want to worry about that right now. That's just for later. That's like outro, intro, all that stuff. I don't have a template. I know Simmer has a template, and I think he might have been throwing a little shade. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what that was. But yeah, no, I'm not a template guy, unfortunately. So real quick, I will say there is a spectral mode on Audacity, as Simmer was pointing to. I don't know what I just did. I think I just added it. Okay, well, it's in there somewhere. Yeah, and then additionally, there's equalization. You can do that with this. Yeah, so if I wanted to say click this one, do some kind of EQ stuff, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let me just take you through my process, but I just wanted to show you that maybe the stuff they showed you is there. We're going to go to like a random segment of this for like a random confession, because this is Dear Harvard, I should mention. So I want to take you right in the middle of it somewhere. Wait, I didn't share audio. I can't believe I didn't do that. Okay, let me just do that real fast. Might be a great idea. Okay. It could help to hear the episode, I'm thinking. Okay. So before I do anything, what I like to do is I take a subset right like this. I will go to the effects and I will go to noise reduction. I think Simmer had something similar. So you want to have that selected, then you get a noise profile. And then you can just like control, you don't want to do it like that. But what you'll do is track by track, you can just, oh my God. Okay. Point is, there we go. Double click it. Yeah. You go to noise reduction. Then I just use the default settings, but this is what takes out, like you got a fan in the background. You got I don't know, whatever Harvard noise you want to filter out. That's like, causing trouble. And I usually do this for each track. We're just going to do it for one right now because I don't want you to have to sit through like a minute and a half of loading bars. No, I mean, it's not very entertaining. But this is, I feel like, essential maybe for podcasting or for just having, smooth, clean audio. I'm going to probably name these tracks in a second here too, just for clarity's sake. Because I host this show with 3 people, right? I'm up here. I think this one's me. Hang on, let's find out.
Maybe
not me. Oh,
Yeah,
that
it
is
seems-
me. Okay, good. All right, so I'll just name this Brandon. Okay.
age
Then I'll
gap.
name this Elizabeth. That's my co-host, Elizabeth Ogolo. And then I'll name this one Muriel, just for clarity's sake. The rest of them already have pretty clear names. These are all also Zencaster files. I should mention these are dot waves, because I pay for premium, all right. So yeah, like I said, let me take you to a random like confession, maybe right here.
Silence. Teehee, I finally found the form.
All right. Just gonna, we're very professional.
Deal with your stress, but I know that when I get
Wait.
stressed, I finally found the form.
Oh.
I totally agree with everything Elizabeth just said.
Okay, I think.
I don't know. I'm not sure how you deal
Trying
with
to
your
find the beginning of one of these. Yeah. I really can't add anything to that. I think that's a wonderful way to look at, stress and like to cope. I mean, everybody's different, basically like, oh my
Also,
goodness. Sorry. Let me just
I have summer plans, but I'm not sure if they're up
Here we
to
go. This
par.
is the beginning of one of them. Okay.
Dear
All
Harvard,
right. So first of all, right off the bat, you hear some laughing in the background. You want to cut that out, because you want to have it to be. I'm just gonna cut all of this out right here. Just anything, any noise, and I'm Control Ling, by the way. I'm gonna say Windows commands because I'm on Windows. I click Control. I do Control L here, to get rid of those, and then so we have Muriel's track right here. Control L just basically turns the amplitude on that track during the selection to 0, right? It just completely mutes it for that section. Pretty handy when you have like noise. You don't want to do that in cases like, with Simmer where he had like you could clearly hear a cutoff, you would want to employ a fade. But for most cases, because, there's not constant noise on all of these tracks, Control L works just fine. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to have a little intro noise for each of my podcasts, right? Or each of my confessions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this next confession. I'm just going to, let me zoom out a little bit. One thing is you got to control click with, okay. You got to right click apparently with the mouse when you have zoom to actually zoom out. Okay, so let me just drag this over. And we're getting this show on the road, don't worry. All right. So yeah, we got this right here. Let me just find the beginning of the confession again. What I'm going to do for clarity's sake, actually is just so we know where it starts. 45.
this one seems fun.
All
Dear
right, yeah, we
Harvard,
got a breath here as well. So I'm just going to cut that out. And what that's going to do, or what it should do at any rate, is automatically create. Okay, so we got this straight line here. It's kind of hard to see with the dark mode, but what I can then do is I can go to edit, clip boundaries, split, whammo, we got a split right here, right? So now it'll be easier to keep track of where this next confession begins. Then I like to just select all these, drag it forward a little bit so we have space for this little, this sound. Drag it forward a little more. And you're going to notice here real fast. This is, let me just unmute this so we can hear it. Okay. Very loud.
dear Harvard,
One thing you can do in Audacity, and I think they had this on GarageBand and the other one, Adobe Audition, the program that shall not be named, you can just, on the track itself, just reduce the gain. I like to do it maybe like -8. That'll just relative to the rest of the audio file. That's a lot better.
dear
I'm going to
Harvard,
reduce it a little more, actually. Maybe like -10, maybe -11. There we go.
dear Harvard. I have summer plans, but I'm not sure if they're up to par, so to speak. I feel like they're not the ideal plans I would have wanted. For a second, I turned into Bella Thorne. I'm so sorry for the way I read that. I feel like they're not the ideal
Okay,
plans I would have.
this is annoying. I think I was drinking something like an iced tea or something. No, get that out of here. Actually, I'll keep Elizabeth's laugh though, because that sounds, it's like, making it it's a joke, obviously.
So sorry for the way I read that. I feel like they're
Oh,
not the ideal.
she was drinking something. Okay, I've been redeemed apparently. So yeah, another Control L, my little laugh.
I feel
Yep.
like they're not.
Apparently that's what my laugh sounds like. That's great. I'm gonna just go to effect, amplify. I'm gonna reduce this a little bit just so it doesn't stick out because right now it is a little loud. So yeah, decibels, positive, negative. What it's gonna automatically do is take it to where new peak amplitude would be 0, which is what you want to do if you're like making it louder, I guess, like, and making it even with the rest of what it should sound like. Then I'll get to that in a second. But right now, if I just reduce this by -4, that should be fine. Yeah,
I
you can
feel
still
like
kind
they're
of
not
hear it, but it's not going to drown out what she's saying. So
that. I feel like they're not the ideal plans I would have wanted,
okay,
and
there's something
sometimes
annoying here.
the ideal plans
See,
I
there's
would
a
have.
little, You can hear it kind of where there's a little quality thing. Sometimes it happens with Zencaster, and usually I think that was because Elizabeth took a drink right there, and they weren't using AirPods like I had asked. So what you're going to want to do on Zencaster, you always want to record with headphones on. Otherwise, you're going to have it where it tries to noise cancel it tries to cancel out the echo, right? That comes out. And that's a big issue because that'll suppress any other sound that's happening concurrent with the echo, which is why you get
Deal plans
that
I would
little,
have
you can hear like a little waver. It's kind of annoying. There's nothing I can do about that right now. But yeah, just for the future.
I would have wanted,
I
and
don't know what that
sometimes
was. I'm just going to get rid of all of this right here. Likewise, I don't see anything up here, but you never know.
deal plans I would have wanted, and sometimes I feel that everyone else has more impressive things planned. And with
See, a
summer
little
plans,
breath. Okay. What I like to do is instead of worrying about, okay, I got to get everything oriented to like, I just delete all of them at once. Sometimes, oh wait, that was a control Z. No, you actually want to delete here. And I select all three. If you have multiple and you don't want to worry about, getting your tracks out of sync with each other, that's what you want to do. I think that would be just a ripple delete, like Simmer had mentioned earlier.
planned. And with summer
Okay,
plans
there's still something annoying here. A little breath, I think. Like I still hear it. Can't you?
planned. And with
That's
summer
weird.
and with summer plan and with summer and with
I
summer
don't know how that's still there. I'm just gonna Control L this, see if that helps.
things planned. And with
That's
summer
better.
plans and with
Oh
the
my
summer
goodness, are you eating potato chips right now? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, that's fine. I've been eating. I eat during this too, so I can't throw shade. But Control L there.
summer plans and with the summer plans I do have, I don't know whether it will be too much to do or even if the stuff will be useful later on. Will be useful later on.
Okay, so now we have. I don't know if you've noticed. This is fairly quiet compared to the rest of the audio. I mean, the potato chips were louder than Muriel's microphone here. That's fine, but what we want to do is we want to go back to our amplitude tool, and what it's going to do is it's going to amplify the whole section so that the highest, like the peak, is a 0. 0 decibels. You can see that up here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I hope so. That I don't remember why exactly this is the case, but that makes it so it'll sound, it keeps everything equal sounding as long as you have all the peak amplitudes at 0. Generally speaking, that's just a good strategy. So now let's do it again.
Dear Harvard, I have summer plans, but I'm not sure if they're up to par, so to speak. I feel like they're not the ideal plans I would have wanted. For a
Yeah. Okay.
second,
So the audio's still got a few issues, but it's good for now. I do want to get rid of that just because that's a little, it can be a little grating, like for a listener.
Anyone getting deja vu?
All right. So now I also try to get rid of silences like David and Simmer. You want to use that sparingly. We're all very similar, it seems like, with our sensibilities, which is, good for the network there.
the stuff will be useful later on.
And I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna. Sometimes I'll get rid of stuff that isn't really, like, it's just like, especially when it's concurrent with other speech, it sounds a little weird. You want to, generally speaking, when you have like a crosstalk podcast like this, you want it so only one person's talking at a time, with limited scenarios where there's like reactions simultaneously, or if you're on purpose saying things at the same time, or it's just it's a case by case basis. Generally, though, the good rule is don't have two people talking at the same time.
I feel like they're not the ideal plans I would have.
But yeah, so I just muted that. Ugh, I heard my tongue. That's disgusting. No, get that out of there. Yeah, so also just more of that Control L. Those two tools can accomplish a lot. I want to find something.
Anyone
that's more
getting deja
though.
vu?
Is this more potato chips?
I feel like I told you.
I'm gonna institute a no eating policy in the future.
Deja vu?
I feel like I told you about this last time.
All right. So this is a little tricky, because they're both good quotes here. You want to have them both. You see there's a lot of silence up here. So one thing I might do
Like
is this is just like, that's not very what I might do is I might take this, right? Slide it over. Okay, that's sliding the whole thing. Okay, undo that. Okay. Also, Control Z, undo, Control Y, redo, just for reference. So what I could do is I could just like, I don't usually do this, but I want to like spice it up for you all. So I can split it here and then, okay, that's stupid. Well, what I can do then is I'll just Control C, Control V. So I'll just select this, then I'll put it right here. What the hell? See, okay. Audacity's getting a bad rap right now. My fault. But there is stuff that you can do to fix that. Or just move it around in a way that you'd like. Actually, what I'll do maybe is, okay, first of all, get rid of this whole pause here. You want to leave a little bit, obviously, so that the listeners aren't like too put out. Then delete, no, that's gonna shift it. Okay. Split this. Okay, split this if you're following me. Okay, get that out of there. Just move that anywhere else. Anywhere else. Do I not have any other mono tracks? Oh my goodness. Okay, then I can just delete this. Like I can right click, delete it. Okay, we're just gonna not worry about this right now. But let me take you some breaths because there is a similar like the line that David was discussing on Audition, etc.
I
want to find like a breath or something.
That's
Hot Girl
what
Summer?
Hot Girl Summer? It's a Hippo song or something.
No, I don't listen to any pop music.
I think it's
actually I listen to Taylor Swift, which is
yeah. So this is like a whole diversion. I might cut that out. You want to be very judicious, with you want to take out a lot, but
all in this collective.
I just want to show you one more thing, and then we'll be good.
We hate college. We're crying over P-sets, and then there are a few moments like you see Harvard goes trending on Twitter, and you're like, I'm going to Harvard. And I think like the summer is one of those moments where everyone starts talking about the summer plans, and they're like, I'm internshipping for like one of the big 3 consultants. I'm gonna go save.
Surprisingly few I only find them when I'm not looking for them.
More, but also just finish that sentence. Like,
okay, so that for example, I can just take that out with a delete. Yeah, I'll do that. But
finish that sentence.
See, that's the same problem that Simmer ran into on when he deleted his okay. So what I can do here then is I can employ a fade. I can either employ a fade, so I can go to effect and go to fade out. That kind of fixes it.
Finish that sentence.
Okay, that still doesn't really fix it. If I did a longer fade though, like something like this.
Just finish that sentence.
Yeah, so that doesn't work. So we're gonna try something else. We're gonna try a envelope tool. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do here, we'll create a point there, create a point here, and that should be enough of what we need. Okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. Hold on. So these basically accomplish the same thing as the lines that we mentioned before. It's pretty intuitive. It gets quieter where it gets narrower, right? Okay, that's a little too narrow, but we could do something like this. Okay, not like that though. Sorry, you have to deselect the envelope tool when you're done with it. So let's see what this sounds like.
Finish that sentence. I'm
still a little jarring. I think it's because this is just like such a short segment of audio here. I'm wondering what we can do. What else we can do? Maybe you just. Oh, you know what? That's right. I think instead of moving the exterior ones, what we can do is we can move the interior ones. So create a point here.
Wait, could you also just amplify it to 0?
I could do that, yeah, but I'm just trying to like say that there are some cases where that doesn't exactly work.
That sentence.
Also, Control L for all intents and purposes is amplifying it to 0.
Finish that sentence. I'm not.
Okay, well, let me just delete this because that's basically the problem.
Finish that sentence.
At any rate, those are solutions that if I had more time, I would go more deeply into. That's pretty much all you can do with Audacity. If I want to bleep somebody real fast, I don't know. I'm probably not there. Honestly, it wouldn't be too hard to find like a swear word in here, but let me just find any word.
Doing right now, where like People are on multiple boards for
Okay, boards. Say boards is a horrible, swear word, a horrible curse word, right?
boards for
Boards. Can't have that on our Christian Minecraft server. So what we can do is generate a noise. No, wait. Generate a tone. Okay, and you want to generate a sine tone. Frequency, I think, 1,000. And I try to keep it quieter. 0.2, 0.3, whatever. And then watch this.
boards for multiple boards for things.
Okay, it would sound better if you could hear. If I'm just going to amplify this for a sec so you can hear the rest of it. Usually what I try to do when I'm like bleeping something is, I want people to know what word it is. So I'll keep like the b and the duh of boards, but you want to like censor the rest of it out. So I'll just hit, and you don't have to censor your podcast. Obviously, this is just if you want to, for the kiddies, for the children.
Boards for things. Meetings are at
Okay, that actually sounded like something else. That's fine. Okay, you get the point. That's one of the fun thing you can do. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. No, Audacity is a great program, though. It's free. It's for Mac and Windows. And did I mention it's free? Because that's the selling point here. And there are a lot of plugins you can get that expand the functionality a great deal. If I want to export it, I can just go to export as MP3, export as WAV. You don't want to do that. This is just the same thing that the multi-track session thing does on Simmers. And then I would just make a name, etc. All right, that's all I got. Check out Audacity. It's pretty good.